Hello, hello. Welcome to this very brief webinar. And basically, I created this diagram in a few minutes, very spontaneously. But I believe that it covers about 95% of all the things that you have to do to become a millionaire. So in this video, I'm going to walk through the logic, my reasoning behind this diagram. And hopefully, by the end of this video, you will agree with me that these are the steps that you have to do one after another in order to become a millionaire and open your Swiss bank account here at the end. So I think that the major mistake that people are making, but don't worry, this is a minor mistake that you can easily correct, is that they don't start at the beginning here in the top left hand corner. They start at the bottom here, the Swiss bank account. In other words, people who go into business want to become rich. It's all about me, me, me. It's about my video, my course, my program. It's about my business, my financial freedom. But they're completely going about it in the wrong way. But don't worry, it's a common mistake, but it can easily be corrected. So you have to reverse your thinking and stop focusing on yourself. But don't worry, your business is going to make you rich. Let's not, make no mistake about it. It's just that if you change your mindset and instead of thinking about yourself, your financial freedom, the time you're going to spend with your family, stop thinking about yourself. Think about other people. So you go to the opposite end here, right? You think about the people that you want to help and you want to be as specific as possible about this kind of person, okay? It cannot be just a woman, let's say, who wants to launch a business, or a man who wants to do this and that. No, you got to be more and more specific and describe the people that you want to help and get to know these people, get into the life of these people, talk to them and figure out what is it that they're afraid of, what are their challenges, what are their doubts, their limitations, their challenges, their belief system. You want to get very, very close to these people. Okay, so forget about your business, your Swiss bank account, your car, your electric car, your house, But the funny thing is that the more you think about other people and their problems, naturally you're going to become richer. So there are people, of course, who focus only on themselves, on their business, their financial freedom, their house, their car, their family, and they still get rich. But trust me, when you think about other people, you're going to get much richer and it's going to be easier for you to succeed in business. So this is really one of the major messages I want to send through this diagram. You got to start with the people that you want to help, and you got to validate the problems that they have. Okay, so after you think about them, their lives, their careers, their situations, their marriages, their relationship, whatever it is that they're currently struggling with, you try to define the problems that they might have. Okay, so we're talking about dozens of problems. You list all the problems that they might have because you know them, right? You've gotten to know them and you know the problems that they might have. Now, why problem? Because people only pay you if you have a solution to their problem. So you got to start with their problems. Don't start with your product idea. I know, you might think your product idea is amazing, your documentary, your video course, your program, it's amazing, but no, you got to start with the problem that they have, because their problem is your leverage. Their problem is your leverage in the sense that later on, when we talk about marketing, if you start talking about their problems, they're going to listen to you. So you're going to get their attention easily when you tell them, hey, do you have this problem? And they say yes, and then they're going to start listening to you. So you got to start with their problems. But of all the problems that they have, you got to choose one that you're going to solve. And the one that you choose has to be an urgent problem or a big problem. And of course, it has to be a problem that you are qualified to solve using your talent, your skill set, your experience, your expertise, your education. You cannot solve a problem where you don't have the intellectual capital or the skills or the talent to solve, right? So you got to choose a problem to solve and focus only on that problem. You notice that the rich people in the world, they solve only one problem. They're not trying to be everything to everyone. They focus on one problem. For example, the founder of Instagram chose one problem to solve, right? Like, how to easily take picture and apply filters, and then he sold his company Instagram to Facebook, I think for $500 million. Same thing with the founders of WhatsApp, Telegram, etc. They focus on one problem to solve, and they go all out in solving that problem in a way that has never been solved before. Another way to put it is that The founder of Google, Larry Page, he says that if you're going to solve a problem, solve that problem for everyone in the known universe. In other words, it's not about how many problems you solve. It's about one problem that you're going to solve for everyone in your target market. Okay, choose one problem to solve, and you have to be able to clearly describe that problem and tell people, hey, this problem is important. I'm going to solve it, right? And you invite people to join you as volunteers, as employees, etc. So choose one problem to solve. Now, after you've chosen a problem to solve, you got to get working on your creativity. And this is the part that is missing in a lot of people's entrepreneurial journey. They don't know how to generate ideas, right? They have one idea and they think that that idea is the perfect product and they're going to focus on that. But in my experience and in consulting for hundreds of entrepreneurs, I realized that the first idea you have is usually the wrong idea. It's not the right idea. It's not the best that you can do. And Peter Drucker, the father of modern marketing, said the same thing. He said the first idea is never the right one. Even the first market is not the right one. So you got to choose the people that you're qualified to solve. So creativity training, I recommend the books by Edward de Bono. He's the author of The 6 Thinking Hats and also Lateral Thinking. You got to read his books. Or you can choose another creativity trainer, but you got to train your creativity. Most entrepreneurs do not have creativity. They think they're creative, but they just have a few ideas, but that's not enough. You got to be able to generate hundreds of solution ideas. And I call them solution ideas because these are potential solutions to the problem that you've chosen to solve. Okay, so you have to generate hundreds of solutions, and of course you choose the best solution in the same way that you chose the problem to solve here. You choose the best solution that only you are qualified to solve. Okay, so this is the best solution, but it's just a theoretical solution. You've got to make it tangible through a prototype. A prototype is like a minimum viable product. It's a product that you can put in the customer's hands. It can be a video course, can be a book, it can be a software program, it can be something like a widget, something handmade, but it's got to be a prototype. And a prototype is not a product. It's an unfinished product where you're open to feedback and you get all the feedback from the beta users, and you can sell this prototype or offer it at cost or for free, and you get feedback. And then you finalize, you integrate the feedback, and you create a final product. The product is never really final. You're always going to have to improve the product, but from the customer's point of view, they have to feel that the product is final, it's complete, it's finished, right? And of course, it has a guarantee. So you start selling your product, but you don't sell your product right away. You have to offer something for free, and this is what we call a lead magnet, so that you can get their contact information, for example, their name, the email address, and preferably their phone numbers, but it's not always necessary. So once you have a list here, because of the free gift that you're giving to people, then from your list, usually it's an email list, you're sending them email content. Email content means valuable information, relevant information that is helpful to them, and therefore they're happy and willing to engage with you. Every time you send them an email, they're eager to open your email because they know you just want to help them. And then at some point, usually in email number 5, you're making them a very special offer, and you put it on your sales page, and that's when your subscribers to your email list, they transition gently to becoming a paid customer. So the first special offer has to be very special, irresistible, right? So they become a paid customer, and after that, you keep serving them through a customer relationship management system. The CRM, customer relationship management, simply means that you get to know more and more about your customers, and so you're making them offers that are really relevant to what they need. And you know what they need and you know what they want because you can check what links they're clicking on, right? So the CRM system is designed to really get to know your customers and giving them exactly what they want and what they need. So after the CRM system, you create an affiliate program where you're inviting people to become affiliates, and they promote their affiliate links, right? And they get paid every time that they bring a new customer to you. Could be 30%, could be 40%, etc. And after that, you can create a licensing program because your system actually works, right? So you can sell that business system to other people who can make money from your business system. and then you can get investors if you need to, and you can automate. The reason why I put automation before hiring is that a lot of times people will hire people, but they don't know that there are many things that they can automate through software and AI, and so you don't need that many people. So you automate as much of your system as possible, and then the parts that cannot be automated, then you hire people. And finally, once you have the whole system set up, you can scale because you have the automation, you have the people, you have the money, you can scale your business, and of course at the end you can become a millionaire. So I want you to understand that this system is very simple. It's from my years and years, 2 decades of experience in business, my business education at McGill, a top business school in the world. I've read over 1,000 business books. So this is really a summary, a crystallization of everything that I know. And I'm using this system for my many business ventures. So it actually works. But you got to know where you are. This is like a stairway. Are you at step number 5? Are you at step number 10? And if you're at step number 10 here, how do you know? How do you know that you've done the previous 9 steps properly? So you got to start at the beginning. So it doesn't matter where you are in your entrepreneurial journey right now. You got to look at this diagram, and I'm going to give Zoom sessions if you want to me to answer your questions. But you got to know, you got to validate exactly where you are. You might think that you're here, but if I look at your situation, if I talk to you, I might tell you, no, you're actually here. You still have to choose a problem to solve, or you still don't know the people that you want to help. Now, it doesn't mean that what you've done so far is wasted, but you got to backtrack and validate that you've done these previous steps, because if you're missing a step, then your whole business enterprise is at risk. You've got to do all of these steps. There's not one step that you can afford to miss, because one step that you're missing is going to put your entire business at risk. So this is very, very important to understand. This is why I laid out all these 20 steps or 19 steps for you, so that you clearly see which step you're missing. Friends, do not miss a step. You want to become a millionaire. You want to make sure that you do everything right. And trust me, if you do everything right, you will become a very rich person. I guarantee you that. This is like proven thousands of times by other people. So there's no way for you to fail if you've done all of these steps, and if you've done each step in a very diligent way, in a very rigorous way, and you can prove that you've done each step. And after you've done each step and you go through this whole sequence, you will become a rich person. And best of all, you're going to be able to teach other people how to do the same thing, and you're going to get even richer, and you're going to have a bigger impact on other people's lives because you know how business works. This has not been taught to me at McGill University. I spent 3 years and over $15,000. That's just a tuition fee, not including books and equipment. I mean, about $20,000 for my business education, and 3 years of my life I'm never going to get back. And they didn't teach me that. Why? Because in management school, they teach you how to manage other people's businesses. They don't teach you how to become rich yourself. They teach you how to become a manager. Even at the MBA level, right? MBA programs, they teach you how to manage other people's business, how to make other people rich. To me, it doesn't make sense, right? So you want to become rich, but to become rich, you've got to do everything step by step. And I hope that this video shows you, convinces you that if you do every step, it doesn't have to take a long time, but if you do one step after another, you will become rich. All right. So anyways, that's the video I had for you today. If you like it, please share it with your friends and family, and please feel free to email me your questions. I'm always happy to answer and to be of service whenever I can. All right. I'll see you in the next video.